Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Are we going to do this today, Facebook? I wonder. Yes. I think we are going to do this today, Facebook. Okay. I have no idea. But we're gonna get this thing popping here. Yes. All I gotta do now is just turn on the mic. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh my God, now my mic is not working. Oh, what the hell? All right, let's try that. Hey, hello. Where's my mic? Oh, crap. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. That's there. Oh my God. Hello? What the hell happened? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, boy. Such things as technical. This is working properly. Uh-oh. What happened to my mic? Oh, man, what happened to my mic? Hello? Oh, my God, I can't believe this. Hello. Hello. Where the hell is my mic at? Hello. Oh my God, where the hell is my mic? Oh my God, I can't believe this. I was just on the damn air 5 seconds ago. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Hang on, people. Hello. Check. 1 2 1 2. Hello. Finally. Jeepers creepers. Hello. There we go. All right. Yes. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming into the Ktng morning show. So let us begin our first morning prayer. First of all, we put our hands up so that way we can receive. I thank God for getting me out of bed and blessing me with this day. Beautiful day. Also, to help those who cannot help themselves, and to be compassionate toward our enemies, even if they deserve a patada in the culo. But most importantly, to be better human beings on this planet that we call Pangea, Gaia. earth, Tiamat. Jesus Christ, we pray these things. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. And welcome, and good morning. First morning shout out goes to Sir Walt, Cool Walt, the man who remembers, the legend. That's right, the icon. Right. And most importantly, I want to do is say good morning to everybody today. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Ktng Morning Show. This is by the way. I don't know. This is a Michael Jackson thing. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody did watch the Super Bowl, and watch history happen. Philadelphia Eagles finally won a Super Bowl. And so many memes now at this particular point. It overshadows the complete idiocy of our cheeseburger. Okay, so it's what the hell? Jeez. It's like technical crap going on left and right here. So bear with me, people. We're gonna try and get this up. But in the meantime and in between time, this is your host. That's right, the man from either coast, north, south, east and west. When I rock this mic, you know I am the best. That's right. Come on here, baby. The G to the R to the I to the T to the Z, that's the underneath the freeway and above the mountains. If you can see me, then you know what I'm spinning. The best spitters on the planet are here, and that's what I'm making you know that we are there. That's right, people. That's right. The peak on the freak, and if you open your mind, you will hear what I speak, because this was the news of the day, and if it ain't happening tomorrow, it'll happen this way. Anyway, thank you guys for coming into the Ktng Morning Show. Oh man, what a restful weekend it was. But a stressful weekend as well. So, needless to say, I like to start the day off with hey, what the hell happened to my ass? So here I am on a 3-day eviction notice. Okay, and I'm basically struggling, but nonetheless, struggle continue. The struggle is real. Yes, it is. The struggle is real. That's right. For real. I'm serious. Serious. But nonetheless, we do have like a bit of news spots here today, and therefore I do want to also extend eternal prayers to one of my avid listeners, Heidi Gardner, out there in the UK, with Aldo Linder, and so forth. You guys, we do send you guys massive prayers for healing, and not only that, but to make sure that your parents are still with you for the time being and everything. But if Jah decides that your time is up, so there's no arguing about that. We all don't live forever. But while we're here, we can live and thrive and survive, and more importantly, teach our children the benefits of our history and our culture and our past, as well as what the ancestors have taught us, and the newfound instances of our history. Now, because this is February, shortest month of the whole year, we have a lot to contribute to this country, and we have done so in many ways. So if anything, God wants you guys to realize that, it's about to go down today. So in that retrospect and so forth, let's get on here with today's acumen, as they would say. For today, the weather today is 44 degrees Fahrenheit. High today is 53. Lows tonight 22. It'll be snow in the morning, so bundle up. It is windy. It's crap out here today, and it is sunshine, and I can actually see the mountains still, which means it makes my journeys a little bit more eventful? Something of that nature. Speaking of events and anything, I was checking out some information and whatnot. And I know you guys are like all into your holidays and so forth, especially Columbus Day, or Indigenous Peoples Day, as they say in Ohio. Not like Canada, they're basically renting the land and they're paying the Indians for it. So, basically, we have to give old Columbus, a high five, because he now knows that he is basically, did not discover America. He was never a part of the American experience whatsoever. And yet still people celebrate somebody who was basically in exile or a criminal or simply a booster. Okay, he pimped the queen and the queen caught his ass. Straight up. But I did find an interesting story here which lends to what are going to be transparent here. I'm going to read the local news last and so forth, so this way you know why it is important to come out and support this particular effort and discovery. Okay. Now here's a noted part of Black history that most people are probably trying to shun themselves away from. Okay. Now, according to renowned American historian and linguist Leo Weiner of Harvard University, one of the strongest pieces of evidence to support the fact that Black people sailed to America before Christopher Columbus was a journal entry from Columbus himself. Holy crap! Okay. In Weiner's book, quote, Africa and the Discovery of America, unquote, he explains that Columbus noted in his journal, that the Native Americans confirmed, quote unquote, black-skinned people had come from the southeast in boats trading in gold-tipped spears. Okay, so this basically predates everything from the Olmecan history all the way through to the Incas and the Aztecs and everybody else. So guess what? You learned it from us. All right? And for some stupid reason, we are all in the criminalization of it. Okay? So, needless to say, there's going to be a bunch of Hollywood stuff. You know, you see the stuff in Walt Disney, you see it, you know, coming from out of Hollywood, you see it in books, you see it in history and so forth, and in classes and the crap that they teach these kids today. So, needless to say, why don't you talk about the real American history, or not the world history books that we all get saddled with in, 11th grade or whatnot, or 10th grade for that matter. But when it comes to American history, we basically sidestep the accomplishments of the first settlers that were here, the first traders that were here. Okay, I'm basically doing Black history, but I'm doing it first. Okay, but I'm doing it first that were never noted. Okay, and in the history books, it didn't even teach any of us how Black people were basically here before. But then too, when evidence starts to like fall down the hill and so forth, and they keep digging it up, I find that the Black man has been around this planet for quite some time. So, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Join in the conversation. I'm live here on Facebook and on YouTube. So, therefore, you can actually address these issues or questions to some of your compatriots or some of your friends. It doesn't matter what color they are. Just let them know that you do know your history, at least that much. Okay? So, in this sense, we're talking something that predates, 1492. Before Eric the Red, before the Vikings, okay? We're talking like, thousands of years beforehand. Gold-tipped spears? Wow. So now the question comes up. It's like, who taught the Aztecs how to smelt gold? All right. And if so, who taught them how to build their own pyramids? I wonder. Or were they just, stations for like aliens to land or something like that? That's been like the discussion for like, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Okay? But now when the proof comes up and the discoveries are being made, it becomes a first, doesn't it? So in that sense of first and whatnot, we still have to really think about, what happened today in history. So let's see if we can find something really good and juicy here. Okay, 1778 Articles of Confederation is ratified, and that means that it went on to become the first governing document of the United States and is ratified by the first state of South Carolina. There is some issue with South Carolina right about now, and I'm not going to get into it. Let's see, 1783 earthquake devastates southern Italy. Estimated 7.5 to 8.0 magnitude quake strikes Calabria, province in Italy, flattening over 100 villages and killing around 30,000. Why are we working on that mess? Okay. Let's say, 1970, the Mexican Constitution is proclaimed. Venustiano Carranza proclaims a modern Mexican constitution after a 7-year revolution. So they finally got it together after 7 years, and then went kablooey right after that. And then they have Cheeseburger called them everything but child rapists. Let's see. 1936. Charlie Chaplin's Talkie Modern Times is released. Let's see. 1937. Roosevelt announces court packing plan. Pack the courts or something of that nature. Let's see. 1971. Apollo 14 astronauts walk on the moon. Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell step onto the surface of the moon for the first two lunar excursions. And Beckwith convicted of killing Medgar Evers. Wow. And so it comes to that. Okay? Now, there's also another part of black history that we basically have not addressed. Okay? Is the fact that, let's see. How about black history in Hollywood? The question is, do the black man make it to the end of the movie? Or to the credits? I mean, Omar Epps died in, before the beginning credits of Scream. Okay? So I'm like, yo, man, but when it comes to blacks dying on film, boy, we basically just go right before the credits, right? Every single time. Every single time. Unless it's, a black-made film where we survive and we wind up going to jail or escaping somewhere. That was blaxploitation back in the day. So you want to credit blaxploitation for actually saving Hollywood dry, flat ass. Okay? Okay. So if anything, that's what's happening in the history of today. So Byron Beckwith is De La Beckwith. Okay, what does that tell you? Alrighty, he's convicted in the murder of African-American civil rights leader Medgar Evers over 30 after the crime occurred. Evers was gunned down in the driveway of his Jackson, Mississippi home. So on this day, we should be honoring Medgar Evers for his plight of bringing justice and equality to the black community there in Jackson, Mississippi. But the civil rights would not stop from that particular point, and therefore you now have what we got today. Okay. And if that is going to be the case, then I would suggest a strong protest at the Israeli consulate today, if not this whole week. Right? So here we are, 20 hours ago, on AFP. Israel begins telling African migrants to leave. Okay? Check this out. Israel began warning thousands of African migrants Sunday that they just must leave by the end of March. Officials said under a plan that could see them jailed if they refused. Wow, welcome to the prison. Welcome to the United States prison complex. Nice, isn't it? Okay, so on January 3rd, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced implementation of a plan to deport about 38,000 migrants who have entered the country illegally, mainly Eritreans and Sudanese. The controversial plan gives them until the end of next month, voluntary or face jail or eventual expulsion. Sounds like the DACA program in full effect, doesn't it? Think about it, people. If Cheeseburger is willing to kill DACA and send many people back over the border with that invisible wall in the way, then monkey see, monkey do. Immigration authorities spokeswoman Sabine Haddad told AFP that officials began issuing migrant letters on Sunday advising them that they had 60 days in which to leave the country voluntarily. For now, visas have been given only to men without families. Damn, sucks being single, doesn't it? Israeli newspaper, said anyone, quote-unquote, recognized as a victim of slavery or human trafficking, and those requested asylum by the end of 2017 but have not gotten a response, would also be exempt for now. It added that this left the number of subject to near-term deportation at between 15 to 20,000 people. The authority is offering those who agree to leave a grant of $3,500 flight ticket and help with obtaining travel documents. Nothing that says like, okay, there's employment when you get there. No, you only got $3,500, so the minute you get off the plane, guess what? You're about to get robbed. Ain't that right, my African brothers and sisters? Or my African brothers, because you're single. Okay? Nobody wants to go back to a war-torn area, period. Okay? But yet still, this country here, our little shithole, in the universe, basically has done nothing with the criminal intent that we have here. Story goes on, should they leave by the deadline, the grant would be reduced, and should they not leave by the deadline, the grant would be reduced, and enforcement measures would be taken against them and anyone employing them. Okay, so they can be snatched up out of their jobs. Israel refers to the tens of thousands of African migrants who entered the country illegally from neighboring Egypt as infiltrators. Ooh. Wow. Aid workers and media have named Uganda and Rwanda, although both countries deny being a destination for migrants being expelled involuntarily. Public opposition to the plan has been slow, but some Israeli airline pilots have reportedly said they will not fly forced deportees. Boom. Why would they not fly? Because they risk the problematic feeling of depression on that plane flight. I would feel that like I'm doing an inhuman service. Now I'm thinking, okay, now the Israelis and so forth are practically black them damn selves or whatnot, regardless of how much they want the West Bank or not, and how much of a welfare state the American public and the American been funding this crap, and now we're funding deportees. Now we're funding this. All right, okay. Academics have published a petition, and Israeli Holocaust survivors wrote an open letter to Netanyahu last night pleading with him to reconsider. The UN Refugee Agency has called on Israel to scrap the plan, calling it incoherent and unsafe. In 2016, UN Commission of Inquiry into Eritrea's regime found quote-unquote widespread and systemic crimes against humanity and said it estimated 5,000 people flee the country each month. The International Criminal Court has indicted Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir on charges of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide linked to his regime's counterinsurgency tactics in the Darfur conflict. Wow. So I guess Benghazi was just like, sweep up underneath the road. But it can't compare because, needless to say, that was like, bad communication on that end. Okay? So therein lies the question. Therein lies the question, people. If we here in this country are trying to deport as many illegals as possible, what is the benefit? Many illegals here are basically here because of asylum and didn't know how to get it. If people were to get off their asses and actually and actively ask them why they're here, they'll tell you. But to assume just because on record that you have without even asking people and say, oh, this guy looks like an illegal alien, let's deport him. Without reservation of asking that person why they're here leads to the fact of an inhuman tryst in the government as well as socio-political politics as well. So my question is this. If we are basically out there doing the best that we can to make sure that people are treated like human beings, then why send what is known as a, I don't know, why would we send the notion of it to everyone else around the world that you should do the exact same thing? If that is going to be the case, Israel, let me tell you this. There is going to be a day when the true color of Africa expels those through war and violence out of their continent. That's right. Which means we will not have Africans rape and pillage continuously, year after year, generation after generation, to a point of where our laws are reasons for doing such things like this fall away to the point of like colonialism. As a matter of fact, colonialism still exists in Africa. It still does. Sure, some tribes are free, some tribes are away from all that fracas. But when it comes to resources of oil, minerals, even life-saving drugs, okay, Africa is so exploited. It makes this cry for explosion and wall building here seem minuscule. This has been going on for so damn long, and I don't see the American black out here supporting any of it. Nope. We can cry foul on social media all damn day, but what are we really doing? Sure. We can wait until, whenever. But why are we depending on waiting when we can do this ourselves? We rise together as a people. 9 times out of 10, there's none upon this planet that can stop us. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. And right now, the littlest thing is stopping us from doing what we do. And that is being our own minds, our own mentality, our brainwashed sensibilities. That I find very, very, very disturbing. I'll tell you what. As I said, our weather here is kind of like bipolar. So we got like 42, 45 today, 52, 32 the next day. And for the life of it, I can't understand why climate change has never been, a thing to actually like really, and I mean really focus on. The Earth is getting warmer. You don't believe me? Here in Colorado Springs, in Colorado in general, we are under a drought. A lot of skiers are pissed off about that, but they're trying to make the best of it with fake snow. But we only focus on small areas where, money seems to be like the gravitational force for making sure that climate change doesn't come up in the subject whatsoever. As long as we're having fun and we're playing in ignorance is power. Okay, the power behind itself and so forth is nothing more than a necessity out of need. So, our next story here, we're going to talk about climate change and how people are evolving within it. For example, as Kids Health suffered, one Guatemalan town is trying to adapt to climate change. Okay, and this is not socioeconomic. This is basically, how nature is being destroyed, even in the onset of our industrialization. Lush green mountainside views and softly singing birds with Elvira Diaz enjoys each day as she cradles her young suckling child are inviolable. But the stunning vistas and rural tranquility mask a harsh reality this indigenous Guatemalan mother faces. She's worried her children may starve to death. No, there is no wick in Guatemala. In years past, Diaz has grown enough fresh produce in the small family farm called a milpa to feed her children. She harvested enough even to cook and store for rainy months when the milpa is too soggy to produce. She is Mayan, from the Mam people of Guatemala, and her elders taught her to till her land based on a very precise knowledge of the weather. The subsistence indigenous community has survived like this, going back as far as anyone can remember. Remember? Black people talk to them. Okay? In recent years, the weather calendar knowledge has proved useless. The climate is dramatically changing. And for mothers like Diaz, her milpa had become an unproductive, festering sore. There are millions of people around the world who don't have a supermarket nearby or a farmer's market to buy food. Millions subsist on what they grow themselves. Now, in these times when the weather is so much more variable and even extreme, subsistence farming isn't providing enough to feed the family, and chronic malnutrition is a grave risk for small children. Ding! Welcome to the plight of Ethiopia. All right, Ethiopia, land of the burnt faces, that sort of thing. That was a Greco thing that they named it like that. That's the case in a region, Guatemala called Canatancillo, where the indigenous Mam people live. Diaz, dressed in a traditional Mam skirt and top, said she has faced tremendous difficulty keeping her 6 children healthy. Got 6 kids. There ain't no way. Ooh, how would people fare if they had to grow their own food out here? All her children, but practically her youngest, age 2, are malnourished. She has taken a lot of trips down the mountain to find a doctor. Down a mountain, okay? Beautiful family. There are no markets in Diaz's town, St. Louis. Family's daily meals come straight from the milpa. It's very green, but it's also in shambles. It's been destroyed by massive hailstorms, she says. The hail wasn't the only weird weather recently. Quote, the past few months, it has begun raining heavily at 10 a.m. The soil is too soft. It's not normal. This worries her deeply because she hasn't been able to properly feed her children. If I can't feed them anything nutritious, I'm afraid they will die of hunger. It's a story that's heard all over this part of Guatemala. Helio Lopez teaches at a primary school in a nearby village. He is learning what he said, learning is a real challenge because many of the littlest students are malnourished. Their minds are focused on hunger, they feel, and they can't concentrate on learning. This is kind of bad. This is really bad. And the story goes on and on and on to get you to understand that their plight is very simple. Because of our industrialization on this planet, because we continue to burn fossil fuels, because we are so practically reliant on them, those who are in part, in the corporate world that basically control these things, are basically doing more harm than good. This is the halfway point here, people. This is the halfway point. You know this is Ktng 860 AM. You know that's right. Yeah. The KPNG Morning Show. Okay? And we are live on Facebook as well as YouTube, streaming live with DJ Sucker Punch, who says, save your nuts, save your nuts, save your nuts. Because your milpa will grow if the land is too damn soggy. Alrighty? Also, Kung Fu Saturdays from 8 to 12, and of course our media family of friends that we all love and love. We basically say hello and how you doing. I am the Grit Spare here and I'm your host. 1, 2, 3. It's easy as ABC. But when it comes to human diaspora and so forth, we have to break this down and let you know that one, we have to support those who cannot support themselves. And if we do that in good turn and so forth, that builds more than just your character. It shows that your character is not only forgiving, but also sparing at the same time. So therefore, there's a reason why I have that prayer, because if I can help somebody, that's worse in shape than I am, then at least I'm trying. At least I'm trying to do a good job here. But sometimes the devil is a busy person. He loves to get in on everybody's crap, especially when it's self-imposed drama. Anyway, for everybody that basically sat there and watched the continuance of this whole thing, it's kind of sad that when tribes indigenous to the land have to suffer behind our mechanizations. So my question is this: whatever happened to I know what happened, but everybody knows what happened to Tesla. He was assassinated straight out by the government. Okay? Because he was going to give away free energy. That would have made us a greater superpower than what we are now. Okay? We could have owned this planet behind Tesla. But we didn't. Instead, we choose to let the Koch brothers run amok and do socio-political economic slavery on everybody. Part of the quote-unquote New World Order. Nice. And guess who's leading the way? Cheeseburger. Yeah. Gotta love him. Anyway, it's kind of like pretty much what progress is made to be made and set out to look at. And when there's progress that is advancing so many others, so few of the culture of humanity, while the rest basically just fight over crumbs, it lets you know right then and there is no democracy in that. Okay? There is no democratic vote. There is no equality. There's no justice. If you have the money, you can get what you want. Barter and fair trade have been gone as a bygone era. Nowadays, it's catch as catch can. What about the people in Venezuela who's basically just starving to death? And they're fighting in riotous mobs just to get a loaf of bread or chicken. Whatever incited those people to go in such calamitous things? Their government, big brother, that sort of thing. It's possibility. Okay. We can sit up and put commercials on, say like the Super Bowl commercials, right? They can put up commercials and everything that say, Budweiser is there for, Florida and Texas and Puerto Rico. Well, come to think of it, wasn't it last week that the United States says, forget it, we ain't doing nothing for Puerto Rico? And why would you send cans of water dressed as beer? Do you know how much cerveza, people drink? Okay, and they see something like that, especially, I hate to say it, but the Latinos, y'all buy the light beer more than any damn thing else. Now, if you're buying water and so forth and out of a can, wow, I haven't seen water in a can since I'm dating myself. Since the propaganda films in the 1950s. Okay? Yeah. These have cans of water, can of water. I remember canned cheese. I remember, bread just listed as bread. Okay? And you had to take a guess. While, I'm not afraid to say, yeah, I was on welfare at one point. But, you only get bread that says B-R-E-D. Okay? Forget the A. Okay? It's one of the vitamins missing out of it. Oh my God. But what I found very, very, very interesting here is that during the Super Bowl commercials, there was a commercial of Martin Luther King's speech about the essence of character. And I have to, if you're going to use Martin Luther King, why not use Malcolm X as well? We take the soft way out. We take the soft way. We try to snowball it in to say that one commercial out of all these Tide Man commercials, okay, out of all these other, confidence goofball commercials, okay, especially one with Cardi B. That was just poor. That was just done in poor taste. It was. She has no. You got close to getting the Grammy, and they give you commercials, right? Wow. So that way our young women, our young ladies, our girls grow up idolizing this. I don't know. If I say it and so forth, then needless to say, it makes me kind of like a misogynist. But I call it the way I see it. If y'all want to follow behind the words of a stripper, by all means, like lemmings, fall off the cliff, because that's exactly where it's going to go. Okay. I can name instances and so forth where such degradation happens. Okay, female degradation happens a lot faster than male degradation, and it does because they're following the words of a soothsayer who understands that. Look what happens. Anyway, NBC News reports that admirers slammed the use of Martin Luther King Jr. in Super Bowl ad. Okay. In a year, this is 10 hours ago, in a year of players protesting racism and police brutality, notice that none of the players were kneeling. Okay. Super Bowl fans wondered when the first political moment, Super Bowl 52, would arrive. It seemed to be at hand midway through the second quarter with the strains of Martin Luther King's speech, quote unquote, the drum major instinct. But instead, the 30-second spot turned into a homage to American patriotism, complete with a picture of the U.S. service members. It was all a pitch for Dodge Ram trucks. Remember, people, if you don't understand perpetuity, this is perpetuity. Your speeches can be used in any different kind of way, so fit to the person who is paying for the advertising. There's no copyright infringement to take black music. There's no copyright infringement to take black literature. There's no copyright infringement when it comes to, using our voices and images. No. Once you have passed the point of living, you become fodder all day long. And if you're admiring Martin Luther King, I am all around, hanging in there with you. I'm like, go team, go. Go team, go. But instead, the 30-second spot turned into a homage to American patriotism. The moment provoked outrage from many viewers and a rebuke from the King Center, which says its mission is to carry on his teachings and to, quote-unquote, empower change makers who are continuing his efforts today. Dodge truck does not change a damn thing except for how much gas you put in the freaking machine. Hundreds of commentators on social media wonder how King could be used in the service of crass commercialism and unblinking patriotism. First and foremost, let me tell you something about this damn patriotism crap. All right? Patriotism belongs to those who can afford it. It is. If you can afford patriotism, you can afford your own damn freedom. Flat out. Okay? I've never seen patriotism sink to the levels of, like, say, one ideology. And if that's democracy, then we're totally screwed on that end. But think about it, people. Nobody used any of Malcolm X's speeches. Nobody used any wording from, say, some of our rabble-rousers, like Marcus Garvey. None have used wordings from, say, Haile Selassie. None have used wordings from Bessie Smith. None have used wordings from Rosa Parks. None have used wordings from those who were the freedom riders. But if you're going to use patriotism in a damn truck, don't you think you ought to have somebody from the military do that? I mean, common sense, people. Common sense. But no. Somebody thought it was real cute and real togethery if we use Martin Luther King's speech to sell a damn truck. Now, what if I were to go up to like the local Dodge Ram truck dealer and started spewing these words in front of them? They only come snippets. If you get to hear the entire thing, it is more than patriotism. Okay? It is more than just patriotism. All right. A tweet from the King Center read, quote, neither at King Center, the King Center nor the Bernice King is the entity that approves the use of Martin Luther King's words or imagery for the use of merchandise, entertainment, movies, music, artwork, etc., or advertising, including the Super Bowl commercial. We created the blues. We created Delta blues, and you got rock. We created hip hop, and now we control the damn world. Minions. Because we are Zulu Nation, we have a creed. Okay? And therefore, that is acceptance of everyone. If you wanted to make a commercial using Dodge truck, use hip hop. And do it with white rappers. That would have made it all the special right then and there. Okay? But when you're trying to use when you're trying to use Martin Luther King to patriotism, to again nullify the deep-seated wonder of the black mind, and to like say, okay, well, we're going to pacify you again. We're going to keep pacifying you until your generations die off. In laziness, in slumber, in consumerism, all the things that make us basically diabetic nightmares. I mean, we got sickle cell coming after our asses. I mean, we don't need anything else. Okay, cheesy Pete. That sort of thing. So therefore, there has to be discussions. There has to be mutual discussions upon these subjects. And I guess you're going to have to find those locally, as we do here. Now, here locally at, in Colorado, there are a few places and so forth that I'm going to give you guys some, anecdotes to basically go and check these things out. Black History Dinner Dialogue with a speech by Denver's First Lady, Mary Louise Lee, who will address racism and discrimination in 2018. This will be this Thursday. Let's see. Oh, this is past. Okay. And let's see. Let's find something else that's like pretty much up to date here. Oh, coming up this Wednesday, 3 p.m. at Colorado State University's Pueblo University Center, 22 Boulevard, Pueblo. Is the Black History Month's Cultural Movie Night, Show Me Democracy, a screening of this film, which documents the efforts of the Scholarship Foundation's Education Internship Program, which empowers students to research education policy issues that affect them. And let's see, coming up Friday at 7 p.m. at the gallery below, 718B North Weber Street. The Colorado Black Voices Matter, Black History, with a workshop by poet Ashley Cornelius, and open mic for Black performers and feature performances by Rosanna Rogue Scholar Bakari and Marlon the Gift Toe. Okay, so there's going to be a poetic reading there. And let's see, on the 10th of this month, third annual celebration of Black History, with the theme African American Times of War, which commemorates the centennial of the end of the First World War in 1918, exploring its struggle and aftermath. Program includes music, poetry, dance, spoken word, and more. That'll be this coming Saturday. And that'll be at the UCCS University Center, 1420 Austin Bluffs Parkway. Black History Month, Art It Up, an opportunity to create a piece of artwork inspired by quotes from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Jr. and other famous African American figures. That'll be happening on Thursday, February 15th, noon to 3. And this will be at CSU Pueblos, Chidos, University Center, 22 Boniford Boulevard. And let's see, also there's the 5th Annual Black History Program, an annual multicultural program presented by One Body Entertainment. Enjoy performances by the Reminders, Kayla Ray and Antonio Zoom Jr. Saturday on the 24th in the Gold Room, 18th South Nevada Avenue. Salute to George Washington Carver for Black History Month, honoring the most famous botanist in the first half of the 20th century, the Peanut Man, quote unquote. Hear how the former slave reversed generations of ruinous farming practices. This will be on February 28th. Let's see. It's a free event at the library, 21C 1175 Chapter. And Black History Month game night, an opportunity to test your knowledge in a game of Jeopardy full of questions for Black History Month. And that's going to also happen at same day, 4 p.m. at CSU Pueblos, Chidos, University Center, 2200 Boniford Boulevard in Pueblo. If you're going to do that and so forth, look up csupueblo.edu for all those things. Is for all those nice things that are happening. So this way you can get your Black history on, and hopefully many of you will wind up on Jeopardy, real Jeopardy, and be able to like ace the entire column instead of people just picking it apart and guessing the easy answers. Okay, I mean, come on. I mean, I've watched Jeopardy, man, for like a long freaking time, and for the most part, and so forth. Every time there's like any kind of instance, or for that matter, any type of like for any type of questioning that regards African American history, I see so many white people blow it. Okay, come on, my white brethren, get smarter. Get smarter. Okay, it's not about a topographical thing about who does what and when and where, but it's most importantly it's a part of American history. And if you keep screwing up the questions in Jeopardy like that, then there should be like double the deduction. Okay, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, last story of the day here. Okay, America's top labor boss is going after cheeseburger. Okay. Now, for many of you know, I call the president cheeseburger for the simple reason because it's the most expensive thing that a black man can ever have, or a poor man for that matter. So, America's top labor boss takes on cheeseburger over immigration. Here it is about a day ago. Let's see. Cheeseburger has vaulted immigration on the top of his agenda, arguing in speeches, interviews, and tweets that immigrants, both legal and illegal, take jobs from American workers and drag down wages. Come on. I haven't heard that kind of schlock since South Park. Okay? He isn't the only one interested in the issue. For decades, labor unions have been major players in the immigration debate, where the leaders have long argued the current system hurts workers. They just pushed for a very different response. There are no unions here in Colorado, which is the reason why a lot of them bypass here and Arizona and go to LA. Okay? So, Richard Trumka, president of the AFL-CIO, has joined other labor groups in pushing for legal statuses for undocumented workers and the overhaul of legal immigration. In 2013, he negotiated a compromise with the Chamber of Commerce on work visas that lawmakers incorporated into the Gang of Eight bill that passed the Senate. Trumka sat down with NBC News on Friday to discuss the president's proposal and labor role in immigration reform, and needless to say, the conversation was well forwarded. Trumka goes, no, not the framework he put forward. We got a lot of ways to go. I agree with number one thing. The immigration system in this country is broken and needs to be fixed. Okay. Along with the systemic problems, the system itself that need to be fixed. You mean to tell me y'all are just coming to the table about that? Okay? When the system needs to be fixed and so forth, we pick it apart and say this part needs to be fixed. This part needs to be fixed. This part needs to be fixed. Okay? And we can't figure out a way of actually fixing the entire system. But we can take pieces that are beneficial to, that are beneficial to one group as opposed to the whole. I don't necessarily call that selfish. I call that very indignant. Very, very indignant for the simple reason because come on. All right, it is not that you know blacks are lazy or anything like that. Blacks are just basically just tired of working penny ante freaking jobs that get them nowhere, with no security blanket, with no guarantees. If we weren't getting reparations then, what makes you think you're gonna get a pension now? Not on this planet, not in a place where they keep employment as a measure of slavery to the average American. I'm not talking about just black Americans. I'm talking about white Americans too. Okay? And I'm talking about everybody else in between that want to become Americans. Okay? It's kind of a sad thing. It's kind of a sad thing though, because we're cheating people left and right in this country of their abilities to take care of their families. We're cheating people. Okay? Left and freaking right here. But as long as this corporate, monolistic society continues in this particular sense, do we understand that we are basically sliding off the pay scale? Okay? More and more people are starting to realize that their employability is only in franchised corporate America. Outside of that, independent contractors suffer the worst fate. You sink or swim the minute you walk up in the doorway. Okay? For real. And that's how that works. If anything, people, we have all got to learn one thing and one thing only. If we don't fight for our rights, if we don't stand up to those who basically deem this earth as nothing more than a giant resource of exploitation and ruin, if we don't stand up to our mental and physical faculties that we need to keep in order for us to be the future ancestors that our generations will look up to, then we're failing now as torchbearers who basically did not pass the torch. Same thing happened between the 60s and the 70s. The torch got dropped. Only in the 80s did we pick up the torch, and now that we're in 2000, we're dropping the torch again. But where some of us are still holding on, to keeping that torch ablaze for equality, for justice. And if we can't see that, then everything underneath civil rights will fall. All you got to do is just ratify the Constitution of Civil Rights, and guess what? We're back to Strom Thurmond, segregation now, segregation forever. And economically, the Koch brothers are spearheading that, and boy, oh boy, are we sitting up here looking stupid behind. Aren't we? Go ahead, look in your house. Name one thing that's actually American made. Okay, you're not gonna find it. Okay, not at all. But I tell you this much, man. People. Okay, we got a lot of explaining to do. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got always a reason to be our best, regardless of our circumstances. Now, keep in mind, people, in the Super Bowl, how many black black athletes do you see on the field? And how many were actually quarterbacks pulling the trigger? This is corporate America. They throw it, we go get it. Step and fetch. Every single time. And the people that are basically calling the shots are not the coaches. Oh, people that are calling the shots are the people sitting in those $5,000 booths and whatnot. Oh yeah, they're doing that, bro. They're doing that. Okay. Anyway. Make sure you know who's on your team before you go out there and support it. Because 9 times out of 10, you have infiltrated even in your own ranks. As they say, friends close and your enemies closest. Okay? And as far as that is concerned, let's say our good mornings, a shout out message, good mornings to everybody. Okay, Dr. Daring. Yes, good morning. You were there early. Okay. Good morning to first and foremost, good morning to Heidi Gardner, all the way out in the UK and so forth. Send mad prayers here, so that way your mom can, come back to a full stasis of health. Aldo Linder, many prayers for your dad. Make sure that our prayers are meaningful, so this way he comes back as a really good person. But more importantly, that he stays on this earth. So this way, you don't feel the pain of loss. I myself felt the pain of loss. I've lost 3 back to back. Okay. So if anybody's actually going through, those particular type of things, like Rebecca Amadeus, you got massive prayers and so forth. In Zulu Nation, we need to put our prayers together, but not only to ourselves, but also for the safety of our future ancestors, for their health, and not only that, but also for the safety of our generations to come. So good morning, Dulcie Melody Arusco. Good morning, you crazy woman, you. Chuck Freeze, good morning. Banana Tigers, good morning, love you. Malik Smith, all the way out there in Belgium. Yes, I did a play-by-play for you on the football game, so it was kind of interesting while I was going through my Malays. UG Music Founder, good morning. Mark Briggs, good morning. Let's see. Cypher Joe, good morning. Shandia Lucky, good morning. Luke Cage, Power Man, dopest producer in LA. I suggest you people better pay attention to this musician, because he has evolved his game and he keeps evolving all day long. In other words, if you ain't on the mothership, you ain't getting shit. Okay, straight up. Let's see. Also, Tana, good morning. Leslie, good morning. Let's see. Darren, good morning. Let's see. My man. Okay. Chuck Freeze, good morning. You crazy person. I swear to God. Mark Ruff. Okay, I'm not even going to say that, dude. Nigel Darwin is asking. You worship a man who views you detest. Wow. I engage him in conversation too. It's always good to engage people who are smarter than you in conversation, so this way you can get a great understanding of things. Even all the kanaffi that goes on out there. Level your heads, people. Level your heads. Alrighty? Let's see. Also, David Salerno. Okay. Good morning. And Chuck Daggers, good morning. And let's see, everybody's coming late to the party again? Yep, as usual. Anyway, Glenn Covington, good morning. All my nieces and nephews, good morning. People around the world, Zulu Nation, Universal Zulu Nation, good morning. Bernard Benzema, good morning in South Africa. I know you're struggling, brother. Good morning to one of my first loves, Izil, good morning. Okay, out there in Spain. That's right. And let's see. Mathis Wells, good morning. As everybody coming in. Montel Martinez, good morning. And Little Ebony, good morning, Jordan. Alrighty. Good morning to everybody that's basically doing the things. Okay. And Glenn, no, there's no such way that I can sit up and say, okay, it's going down between the Hulk and King Kong. It's a good idea, though, I must say, but I don't know if Marvel is going to come up to that. Anyway, I got to get out of here. I got a lot of sweating to do. Oh, and another thing. A good morning, solid good morning, Dr. Dwayne Proctor, who's basically come to the aid, man down, and so forth. Brother, I love you, and so forth for your help and whatnot. I appreciate that, and people, we got to learn more than just do help and so forth on that end. But we got to do a lot more for those of us who can help themselves. All they just need is just a little lift in the right direction. Need a hand up, okay? And if we do it a hand up, then make sure somebody is also helping us with a hand up. See how that works? We chain it together, we become family. Okay. Ernestina Malloy, good morning. Good morning, love. Shaughnessy Furman, good morning. I still see you. Boop, 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 boop. Like that. I drank my tea and I got to get out of here because my machine is acting crazy. Always crazy. Everything is crazy around here. But, it is what it is. And therefore, I got my beds. Okay. Good morning to Melanie, Carolyn, wherever you are. Good morning. Let's see. Who else? Just for the sheer hell of it. Good morning, Bridget. All right. Oh my God! I knew it was going to start a tailstorm there. Okay. Ooh, tail. Anyway, I got to get out of here. I got some things to do. Most importantly, I got to get some groceries up in this piece. It is the 5th. I have eaten up everything I could possibly do for $90. Not bad. Alrighty, there's going to be some changes around here. So needless to say, people, keep your eyes open. But most importantly, keep your eyes on everyone else. Okay? Make sure that you get home safe. Make sure that you do it. Good morning, Paul Martin, my brother, my Marine Corps brother from another. Joshua Carrasco out in Florida, good morning. Yeah, everybody comes late to the party, I guess. So, you know, that sort of thing. But it is what it is. And I got to get out of here because I got some things I need to take care of immediately. So, if anything, people, I wish you guys a great journey to the start of the week. Bundle up out here, Colorado, because it's cold and windy like a mug. And I'm serious, man. I'm serious. The wind is blowing like actual branches, like thick branches like this all over the place. And most importantly, people, do the best that you can. But if anything, above all, you have yourself a safe and beautiful day. Don't let nothing, nobody, or any instance of the devil messing with you take your shine. This has been the Ktng Morning Show. Stay tuned for a rebroadcast at 9 o'clock tonight, and as well as our dinner concert series, which will have some good concerts from, say, Stevie Wonder, Parliament, Scott Lights, you name it, we play it. I think I'll do Jimi Hendrix today. Let's start with that and work our way down. Alrighty, so if you're there, make sure that you tune in to ktng860am.org. Like, smash, and approve and subscribe to this madness that I preach out on a day-to-day basis. Monday to Fridays only. The Saturdays I got to have my rest, man. I'm serious. I'm old, but I look young. That's right. Brenda, good morning, you crazy woman. All right, and make sure you get that key out of the ignition because it needs to be started. That car out there is just crazy. Okay. Nigel Darren, good morning. Good morning, good doctor. Okay. Already comes in late. All right, I'm out of here, people. Love, peace, and chicken grease, YouTube. You have been fabulous.